chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
Coach, a very warm day outside by Minnesota State. It is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the scene a few moments ago. Here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Minnesota Vikings. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
On the ready.
55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Here we go.
Hey, echo.
Slam.
You draw quarters. Defense.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch the pass. Hey, Mike 52.
Back to throw here. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. On first down, Haskins. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Ready? 6. Mike 56 right there. Right screen. 6. I can't play.
Now a give, right side. Haskins.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Check 56.
On third down, Haskins. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Let's go. Set the flag. 56. Let's go, D. Let's go. 22, check. Cover. 22, check.
Now Haskins on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know. Check, crunch, crunch, crunch.
They'll try the left side. Haskins. And he's got room. A big run there. 29 yards in the first. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
It's just me and you.
They'll try and run for it here with Portis. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now the try here for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, first and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. 25 yards that time. Well, no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets, they don't do any of that. They just go back out the next drive and act like it never happened. And that's what we're seeing here.
Mike, 55.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts in drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you run into big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Let's go, baby. They turn over. Let's get that. Come on. Let's rock. Right. Check the
Now a handoff here to his running back. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
I haven't met a defense coordinator yet that thinks 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job. Hold him to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on 1st down.
Here we go. Here we go. Henry. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby.
On 3rd down, Haskins. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So all the way down close to the goal line. Good blocking up front. Helped to spring him.
When this drive is over, he's got to get to the bench and sing kumbaya with the offensive line, doesn't he? Big-time openings for him. Gets him all the way down to the 2-yard line. Let's see if they can pound it in.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on 1st and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. But, Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, 1st and goal from the 2, a lot of big people with big neck rolls, they were on the field trying to ram it into the end zone.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. Now Haskins to throw it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a 1st down. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. They'll try the left side. McLean, and he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Down to lose 1. 6-6, pull it high.
2nd and 11. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. So troubles here offensively. I tell you, the noise in this dome, that has got to make it harder for these guys to hear.
Sometimes I find myself shouting up here. But you're right. If you can't communicate well or get off the snap count properly, it can cause big problems. And this qualifies as a big problem.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Let's go.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now a give right side. Haskins. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Haskins. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd down and long.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. This will be caught at about the 5. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Did your high school have that saying, push them back cheer?
I was a kicker.
Well, it certainly worked. Didn't matter if we were kickers or not. That one worked, didn't it? They pushed him back at his last snap of the ball, and boy, they created a nice play for themselves. Would they lose 3 on that one?
Yeah, from the 1 back to the 4. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Protein spill.
Check three.
Hard.
2nd and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Let's go.
Come on, set. 50, plant.
Check. 53's Mike. Coming to you. 53's the Mike. 53. Check 53.
Ready?
Back to throw now. It's caught. Humphreys. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Go. Hey, Charlie.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Come on. You better bring it. Check.
What? Squeeze. Look at me. Zipper.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
22 jet bomber. Hey, Haywood. Big grip.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
X3, 218, chop it.
2nd and 15. Throwing left side, it's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 23. This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here.
53's Mike. Strip that ball. 53's the Mike. 53. Check 53. You're trash.
Let go.
They'll set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6
Go.
at the Vikings 19-yard line.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
And we heavy on the edges.
Wide. Get wide. 53's the Mike. 53's the Mike.
2nd and 6. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. From 19 yards away as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that will shave one more off this lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Well, to me, that's taking a big gamble defensively because that alignment you see, that's normally something you see down near the goal line because now if they decide to go play action, something should be open there, and I think open big.
So maybe that's something that gets filed away for later.
I think without a doubt, you write it down, and if you see that look at a later date, go ahead and take your shot.
Now on 2nd and 13. Haskins going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. The Vikings on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Haskins will throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
Here we go. Here we go. Henry, let's put him on the buses.
On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Go into half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1.
Smith. 53. Man. Rock it. Switch. Watch out. Now.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. That's a tough spot as a quarterback, Charles. You want to get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure. Yeah, and how about the pressure coming without them having to blitz? That's when you know things are clicking for your defense, and the end result, they end up gaining 6 points. The extra point splits the uprights, and that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Here we go. Here we go. 36, 36. Snap.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Back to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
That's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Go. 52. 52. Watch the run. Watch the run. Get.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
Hey, Delta.
Check. You can tease the Mike. Watch Mike. Watch Mike. Drop deep.
Ready?
They're going to look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Here comes the Saints punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something that...
It's a foot race. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That 3rd one, That's the most spectacular run he's had in the ball game. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
On 2nd down now, Haskins. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
To throw on 3rd down, Haskins. Looking deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll look to throw here. He's got a man, complete. They give him a gain of 37. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Yo, go!
53, check 53. In your face.
You're out!
He'll drop to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Hey, Wahoo! Look at me, zipper!
Man out. Check, 53's mine. Check, 53's mine. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Now.
They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
What we got?
2nd and 10 now, Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Switch.
They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. but they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and this, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Watch the eye. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Watch out, watch out, watch out.
Hard.
They'll drop the throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
I got you. I got you. 53 is the mic. 53. Check 53. Let's go. Let's get this ball back. Put it on.
Ready?
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Look at me. Door. Look. Squeeze. Squeeze Trevor.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Set. 15 line. 15 line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. Back to throw here. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Bravo.
53 is the mic. 53. Check 53. Hey, here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
Hey, Charlie.
53. Mike. It's coming this way. Here we go.
Go.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
Let's go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
I got you.
They'll run on first down. Haskins, and unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Haskins, they're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10.
34 is the mic. 34 is the mic. You got nothing today. You got nothing. Yo. 34 is the mic. He's coming. Check him. Go. Let's go, heavy. Oh, trot. Let's go, heavy.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Now it's Hammond. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 37-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11.
Big stop, let's go.
Hey, Haywood.
Second and 11. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Hey, lock it. You got it. You got it. Hey, hold it.
And it's third down.
53 to Mike. 53, check 53.
Hey.
Mike, 53.
Looking to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
Hey, Deuce.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Now.
53 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike.
Now back to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Ready, break.
53 is Mike. Check 53 is Mike. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Go.
53 is Mike. 53, check 53. I got one. Mike, 53. 53.
Go.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, huh? Let's go.
2.
53.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have been fooled.
53 is Mike. Check 53 is Mike. It's just me and you.
Yes.
53 is Mike. 53, check 53.
Smooth.
Pass.
Get it.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. He don't know no better. 53 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike.
Yep.
Hey, they're scared.
Hey, Delta.
Second and 5. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
7.
55. Right there in the middle. 55. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Mike, 55. Check 55.
Yo, go.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Ready?
They'll set up to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 10 yards out. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit.
Let's go, D. Big series right here.
61, matchbox light.
Switch it, come on, switch it. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Who that?
Hey, Echo.
Check 43. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Hey.
Check 3.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go. Ready. Go, Mike 34, Mike 34. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On 1st down, Haskins. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's got this down to the 35. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Haskins. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
34's the Mike. 34's the Mike. It's our field.
They'll keep it on the ground. Haskins. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
34's the Mike. He's coming. Check him. Check him. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They're going on 4th down. Haskins. He'll fire a desperation throw for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
1st down, New Orleans.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Hey, Alpha.
Hey, check right, check right.
Look at me. Zipper. Five.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
You think you gonna get this? Check 4, check 4. 53's the mic. 53, check 53.
Go.
Come on, let's go.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Bravo. Hey, 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 hey.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Come on.
Yo, cheetah.
2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Let's go. 15 line. 15 line.
It's going to be a long day.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Check it back.
Hey, Sam on. Let's go now.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again.
Check hot route. Hot.
Now.
53, check 53.
Shoot.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just one